Welcome in once again. Welcome in everyone. Thank you for joining in today. Um, Today we're going to be talking about what concerns the nation at the moment. Um, Usually, I tend to try to avoid talking about Nigerian politics as a whole. Honestly, I try to avoid talking about it or even making contribution or comments because of how it can stir up so many reactions from different people based on their perception on the specific matter of discourse. So I tend to stay away from it rather. When it comes to religion and politics, I kind of try to avoid it as much as I can. But recently, this has been bothering me in my mind. It has been disturbing me, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about it. I would like to hear each and every one of us opinion about the current trending, and most especially because when we started this podcast, I mentioned that is about our daily lives and how it affects us. And I know that politics affects us. It affects us daily, whether we like it or not. It's We are involved, whether we tend to want to um, talk about it or shy away from it. We are involved in it. So, on today's episode, I want us to discuss about Nigeria more as a sovereign nation. Shalto, I know you might feel left out. I don't want you to feel left out because you are more of a Nigerian now. Very soon, you're going to be a certified Nigerian citizen because you're part of us, so you know most of our in and outs here and what we've been going through in the country. So I hope you're going to enjoy today's section and you don't feel left out but I don't even feel I don't feel you'll be left out because one way or the other it also involves your country, and I'm so happy you're here because at least you give us a fair share about some of the things happening in the US also. Welcome in, lovely Mary. I said today we're going to be talking about Nigeria as a sovereign nation, but I tagged it in the tag Trump versus Nigerian government because I wanted it to fit into the tag. So recently, the US President Donald Trump has been making certain declaration and statements via his Twitter official account. So he's been sending warnings actually to the Nigerian government as regards a particular issue. He tagged as a particular concern. So, but on Sunday, I came back from church. Surprisingly enough, I picked but on Sunday. Welcome back, God I beg, this one that you are echoing. Did you go to another app? Since you came in on the live stream, you'll be echoing. I don't know, maybe you will go out and come back in so that when you want to speak, it doesn't interrupt the live stream. You are in 3 apps, I see. That's the reason why. That's the reason why you are echoing. So maybe, I don't know, if you're not okay, yes. If you're not currently engaged on those apps, if you can just log out of them and come back in. So, okay. So, recently, there was a recent tweet. In recent time, Donald Trump has been issuing tweets talking about coming into Nigeria rather, and taking full responsibility, taking action for certain things that he felt has been left unmanaged or not properly managed by the Nigerian government. And this has stirred up a lot of reactions from Nigerian citizens and also the US American citizens. So I want us to talk about it because all this while it has seemed as though he is only trying to lend his voice and trying to lend a helping hand by saying that you have gotten out. Yes, God I beg showed me. Thank you. I felt like he is trying to lend a helping hand, like trying to act as a bigger brother to Nigeria, but some people have it the other way, or they rather say they see it the other way. So I want to know, because before now he has sent a message via his Twitter account, addressing the Nigerian president and the Nigerian government as a whole, that they should look into the incessant killings by the, oh, I hope that this word I'm using will not cause another stir up on TikTok. So he said that they should look into the incessant terrorist attack by a specific region and religion to another religion. So I will just say it plainly. I'll just say it plainly, and I hope that these people don't pick it up as an offense. So he had tweeted, and in his tweet, he has advised Nigerian government that they should take quick action against the Islamic terrorist group that are unaliving a lot of Christians in the country. So when he made this tweet, when he made this comment, I think they gave him a deaf ear and a blind eye, as though they had not seen the tweet or read it. So I was surprised. I came back from church on Sunday. I picked up my phone to go through my social media, see what's happening around the world. And I saw that he had issued a warning, a threat. Actually, I would not say it's a warning because it sounded more like a threat. He told in his tweet, I cannot read it out here now because it's on this device that I'm using. But on that tweet, he had specifically stated that if Nigerian government does not take fast action, if they don't take swift action, that the U.S. Army will invade Nigeria and they will take out the Islamic terrorist group that has been unaliving a lot of Nigerian citizens. And he said it will be very sweet. So when I was reading the tweet, I was laughing. I felt some type of joy in my heart. This is me talking from my own personal point of view as an individual. This is me sharing my own reaction when I saw that tweet. It was like, it's going to make it very fast and sweet. Like, I don't know, it's just like maybe your mom or your elder brother or your dad trying to like make you understand that if you don't do what I'm asking you to do now at the moment, I am going to take swift action. And this action is letting you know that I'm going to whoop your ass. So that is how that tweet that Donald Trump had tweeted, and then that was how it sounded. That was how it looks like. Like he's giving Nigerian government an ultimatum, though he did not specify a date or time, or he just told them to be fast. If they don't, or the U.S. Army will invade the country and they will take charge. And his Secretary of War. That's I'm trying to get the man's name. Yeah, Secretary of War, Rile Moore, yeah. In Rile Moore's reference, comment to his tweet, he was actually stating that they are fully ready and waiting on the order of their presidents. If their president gives them the go ahead now, if he rings the bell or say move into action now, they are sweeping into Nigeria to take action as it ought to be. So, a lot of people had different reactions about this. Some felt like, they don't feel like the president of the U.S. would have the love of Nigeria at heart more than Nigerians, and the president of Nigeria would. A lot of people are of the opinion that he has an ulterior motive as to why he's speaking interest and as to why he has declared Nigeria a country of particular concern. So they felt like, Donald Trump cannot be that nice. He's not the good guy to come up and say, all of a sudden he has the interest of Nigeria at heart and wants to come help them fight what the federal government has not been able to do for years. So a lot of people are saying that the US is after Nigeria resources and all of that. So I'm like, I'm confused. Oh. Let me not speak from my own ignorant point of view. I want to, because to me, I feel like, yes, this has been lingering. We have had a lot of unaliving by specific tribe, specific people from a specific religion and region. Also, like we've seen it. We've seen situations where they've done this publicly, and so many people have come to cry out and like, do you get? But I don't know. I want to hear our views now as we as the citizens, because was it not last week I was on Angel's live stream, and a friend who is actually a US citizen was also complaining that they are currently going through difficulties under the Donald Trump administration over there in the US, and they are actually crying for help, um, even seeking for external help, seeking for people who will come help them protest or fight against the government for the difficulties they are going through. And I've seen also reactions from some US citizens citing that Donald Trump is not a good guy, and him picking interest on specific countries is because he has that ulterior motive, which has to do with maybe trying to get into their economic tap from their resources and all. So I want to actually hear her speak. Let's hear our opinion about this. What are our thoughts about this current move by the US government? God, I beg your mic is turned on. You want to say something?
Yeah, it's an interesting topic. But before I go, please, I'll start with you, Hinex. Please try and be very cautious with the topics you bring up because some of
Okay.
them are very, very sensitive and people's
Okay.
reaction may not be able to control the words they may use, just like you are trying to do. Not everyone will be conscious of what they say. So don't
Okay.
give them topic that they can just go haywire and create unnecessary punishment for
Yeah.
your life or your account. So I'll try to be very, very moderate with the words I use.
Okay.
So
So would you
to me,
advise I change the tag
practically,
or
uh, what I will say is you just put the name, the other part, NIG government doesn't really, is not really full. So that name should also not be spelled exactly correctly.
okay, okay, okay,
Yeah, I
Let
agree with that one.
it just
Remove
look
that
like,
TRUMP.
okay. Uh,
yes, spell it
uh,
in a way that it's not properly spelled the right way.
uh,
Yes.
Lines,
So,
is this okay?
so, so
Is this okay or is still
okay,
like
maybe this is
an
better.
okay? Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
It's
God, I
okay.
beg.
It's all good.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So you see, from the tweets or the comments online,
Yeah.
actually, it's not actually something new or something strange to us. These are some of the things that so many commentaries normally talk about here in Nigeria. The only thing that makes it special and unique is just the person who said it. So
Okay.
that's where the power is involved. So it's just the influence that he carries along. That's what people are actually looking at and anticipating that that influence can do so much. So, but what I feel that brings to us, which may be a good thing for us, is to let the people here in power know that this inaction that they are taking so many people are taking note of it. It's not something like they cover up in the media and nobody gets to know what's going on. So with this, they now know that the whole world know what's really going on. So if they were covering up with so many propagandas and stories that nothing as such is happening. So with this, they now know that the whole world know what's going on and the internet can take the news as far as possible. So they cannot just cover up what's going on, because we have had so many scenarios of incidents that happen where Nigerian television, news, medias, all of them don't talk what's going on or even report it. But you see some of these our content creators, they are the one that will even go deep to where the thing is happening, give us video footage live of what is going on and the state of the damage that was done. And even when such things happen, the Nigerian newspaper and the television and all the rest will still refuse to talk about it or even report that same news. So it's like they don't want to admit such things happen at all by not even reporting it. But thank God for the social media and the people who are willing to bring this information out, even though most of them are always being persecuted and punished for one offense or the other. So, but with what they are doing, the information is getting out. In fact, there was a cleric that made a video, of which that video was trending just before this our Oga at the top made those tweets. So that video was trendy. I don't know, maybe that was one of the videos that got his attention and all the global attention, that they have done this to so many people, that this is a proof that this is what they do. So with such kind of people making those videos, because they are the ones that are involved, those of us here in Nigeria, whatever that is going on is not going on everywhere. Is in a particular area, region, for example. So you may be in Nigeria and may not really be feeling the impact of what is going on, except maybe you have a relation or someone that is there. If not, so you just be seeing these things going on the news, and some of us, we think there's nothing special. But when you have someone there, or it actually happens to someone you know that practically these things are going on. So those people involved have been doing their best to bring this to the knowledge of everyone. So I feel that is what happened. And this our guy at the top now feel that this is what he can do. He just like you were talking about threat. To me, that's not a threat, because even though it's not as if I'm challenging him to do what he said he would do, practically I don't see him doing that, because he doesn't have any grounds to actually carry out those things he said he wants to do. I know there was a scenario where they brought in people to come and carry out a mission here in Nigeria. Yes, that was because they have a person involved, which is from their place. So they tried to come to rescue the person. So that was the reason. So, but definitely they will not just come in here to try and rescue Nigerians here. They don't have, in fact, they don't even have grounds to do that. If you remember, before when he just came in, he stopped setting, should I say, medications for is it HIV and all the rest coming to some part of these countries. Those things cost money for those supplies to be coming. And the same thing for him to send machineries and people to come and rescue the situation. It's going to cost money. And practically nobody is going to just waste his money when there is nothing to gain. So that's why I said that he only said that to make Nigerians know that they are aware of what is going on and you people should do better. So, but it's not as if they are really planning to come and They have so many more important things to deal with than coming here to help us fight what we should be doing ourselves. So I don't see that as a threat. I only see that as a way of letting the whole world know, and Nigeria in particular, know that we are aware of what is going on. So you guys should do better and do something to take care of yourself. So the threat is not really, it's just like somebody telling you that, Inex, if you don't sweep this your house, I'll come and take over your house. And it will be difficult for you to think that the person will really come and take over your house. Instead, the person is just trying to tell you to take care of your house, practically. Not that he wants to come and do the sweeping for you. So telling you I will do this is a way of trying to make you be more responsible. That's how I actually see it. But I don't know people that see it otherwise. Because for him to do what he claims or what we see as threats, it will cost him. And I don't see any reason why he would devote the time, the resources to do that. So that's my point, actually. That's how I see the whole scenario.
Okay, so thank you so much, God Abeg. So from your point of view, you don't feel or you don't see it as something that is going to like what's the threat that it can actually carry out. But we all know that DTJ is not someone that just issues an empty threat. We all know this for sure. And if we are saying that it's just a threat and nothing is going to be done, if he wasn't interested, for him to have made this statement, he has made his own calculations. Was it not here 2 podcast section ago or so? I think Riri was trying to Uriri, sorry, Uriri was trying to give an opinion, and he said for anyone to be able to do something or to think of doing something, they should first of all count their loss and their cost, something like that, count their cost. That was the statement. So I feel that before DTJ is taking this move, before he went on to publicly make this tweet, announce this publicly to the whole world, he has counted his costs, made his own financial analysis and whatever it is that it will cost him to be able to carry out this plan he has. So I don't want us to just see it as an empty threat, because I feel like it's something he intends to do. He's not just talking about this. I want you to know that he did not just start talking about this like 2 weeks ago. In fact, in 2022, there's been a tweet where he tweeted about this. Was it 2022 or 2023? In between this year, 2022 or 2023, yeah, thereabouts, I had seen a tweet from him where he had made comments and emphasis as regard this specific situation, where he had also advised that something should be done to mediate or curtail or even just end. It was just to end, actually, to end this incessant reactions from one end to the other. Do you get? So if we're saying that this is just an empty thread, I don't see it as an empty thread. I see it as something that he actually means. But I want to understand from other people's point of view, where they say that he's not just coming to render aid based on his acting as a big brother to us, but he's coming because he also has an ulterior motive, which could be as a result of having eyes on our mineral resources, our natural resources, as the case may be. So I want to know, and so many Nigerians feels like, oh, if he comes in, though what he's trying to paint is yes, he's trying to paint the big brother coming to help, but we don't want him to come because the aftermath of him coming will be severely felt in a negative way by the citizens. So this is what I want to know. I want us to understand, and I want us to share like the aftermath. And then as a sovereign nation, Nigeria is a sovereign nation, right? Do they have the rights? Does the US have the right as a sovereign nation to come and interfere in our internal civil um, situation? That is my current question. All right, BK, how are you? It's been a while. So if anyone has something to say, I'd like to hear about it.
Hello,
What will be the aftermath first?
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I like giving another real life scenario to the actual question. So let me use you as a example in next. Assuming
Okay.
that example I cited, that your house, for example, I
Our
said that
house.
your house is not kept the right way, right? That I want to come and clean it up for you. Yeah, in fact, I tell you to clean it up, or I will come and clean it up myself and maybe throw away all the trash that is in your house. Let me put it that way. Let it look like the scenario for you. Now, that you may think is a threat, right? So now, but before I can implement that threat, first of all, it means that you will not do what I told you to do. Hope you know.
Yeah.
You will not keep
Yeah.
your house clean. First of all, that is the reason in which I may now implement the threat that I actually gave. And now, because your question now comes in this very part, when I want to exercise what I told you I will do, definitely you don't need a soothsayer to tell you. I'm not going to come and just help you clean the house and put everything in order. As I'm cleaning the house, I'm going to check your fridge. If there is soft drink there, I'm going to take one. Check your pots. Maybe you prepared fried rice and chicken. I'm going to make myself comfortable as well. So we don't need a magician or anybody to tell you that I will just leave my house, drive all the way or take a flight all the way to your house just to help you keep your environment neat, clean, and just when I'm done, I'll tell you, Inex, you can take over from here. I've done everything that I said you did not do. So take care of yourself and I'll just leave. Things don't work that way. Definitely, I will try to augment for what I've done. Since you never invited me, which would have resulted in you paying me for that service, so that means I will pay myself from whatever I see that you have, which may be from your fridge. In fact, it can get to the extent of even carrying you as my third wife or fifth wife. Because since I'm there, yes, I want to be realistic. Since I'm there, I cannot do whatever I want. That's just what you need to understand. Because first of all, since you did not invite me, let it be that it was mutual agreement. We have kind of a business plan or proposal that we are now working
Agreement.
on to achieve that goal. So it's now like me coming to do something for you without you asking. So there's a tendency that I will do more than what you would have even asked me to do. So that is the practical scenario. If such things should happen anywhere, be it Nigeria as a case study or this practical example that I'm telling you, that I now choose to come and fix your house and do whatever.
Yeah.
Definitely, in the course of fixing it, in fact, I can reach your house first before I even think about the fixing of your house. I'll eat everything that you have in your house first before I even look at those things in which I was telling you that you should do. And it's possible when I finish eating and I found out that you don't really even have much food in your house,
Okay.
I will not
Okay.
even do what I
Brother
told
Beg.
you should do.
Brother Beg. Let me come in
I
this
will
way.
leave. I will
This
leave.
can. Let me. Okay. Let me come in this way. This can only
Yes.
happen if you are coming from a friendly level, because from this example you were giving, you're coming from a friendly level. Like I said, in time past, there have been tweets from him, like years, way back, 2 to 3 years ago. There have been tweets from him actually issuing at the statement stating that they will withdraw their financial aid and whatever aid they've been giving to the country if the country does not properly manage the situation at hand. Do you get? So this is like a warning. I've been warning. Okay, let me use this scenario since we're coming from the domestic angle, house and all. I rented an apartment from a landlord, and the landlord before had, okay, or let me say I buy a house in an estate. Let me not even use rented apartment from a landlord, because it can actually go to say that, oh, it's the landlord's property, so they can ask me to leave whenever they don't feel like they are comfortable living with me anymore in their property. So now let's say I bought a property, I bought a house in an estate. Am I going to buy that house in that estate? Probably there are the rules and regulations that guides that estate. And if I am to be an occupant, a landlord in that estate, I have to live and abide by those rules given, right? So now, and
Don't
maybe
want use
I'm
your
defaulting.
data take the do that one.
Sorry. So I am defaulting now in this rules. Do you get? The estate management or president can come and call my attention to it and be like, regardless that you bought this property, if you're not going to abide by the rules of this estate, we are going to lock up, or we are going to intervene. We are going to intervene by coming in to do the thorough cleaning. Maybe you've left some part of your house very bushy, it has grown grass into trees and has become a harmful situation for other occupants. And they're asking me to cut it down and I'm not paying attention or I'm not yielding. Do you get? The estate management, they can decide to take actions on their own, since I am being very reluctant and unwilling to do it for their own peace and for the people that lives around my neighborhood, for everything to go well with their tenants and all. They can want to come and take actions into their own hands. Do you get? So what I am trying to like get out of this now is that the aftermath, if DTJ actually carries out these threats and comes into the country forcefully, and they are able to swipe out and swipe off these people as they have he has explained that he will be able to do, what will be the aftermath for us? That is my own. Is there going to be an aftermath that will be very, very difficult for us to come back from? Is it going to, are we going to be like taking like 20 years forward again?
Yeah.
Is it
Okay,
is
let me
it
start
is
from
it
the
a threat for us to
ending part.
going back to our masters as they are seen or tagged to be our masters way back? Is this a masters SLAV situation? Because that
Let me
is the
just
fear. That is the fear
talk
of
about
so
the
many
ending.
Nigerian citizens. Sorry, that we are
Okay.
going back to become a master and SLAV situation. Thank you so much, Angel. So I want to know.
Yes.
Mm.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Let me talk about the ending part, because I always talk about the beginning and that's why you don't get the point. So the ending
Okay.
part is, if actually they want to come and do whatever they want to come and do, implement the so-called, let's not look at this thing as threats. I don't know why we see it as a threat. They want to help us solve our problem. Let's put it that way.
Exactly. Yes, let's
So,
see that.
but practically, do you know that
Yeah.
they cannot solve that problem for us if we don't actually want them to solve it for us? Do you know
Okay.
that?
Okay.
Because there are certain information that we need to give to them that will help them solve that problem. So
But
if
do you think that before he came up with this, he hasn't find out all information he think he will be needing? This is
it's not,
the portals we are talking about.
let me just
Do
give
you
you
get
something I saw, and I
the
posted it on my
intel that they
status.
need and all of that? Do you think that they've not done their own background checks? Because
Let me just give you this
he
here.
cited the places where these things occur. Do you get? And in a very in a comic tweet, you know, we Nigerians we joke about everything. Someone has commented that all the map is correct and they know where the northern
Exactly.
part is.
That is where I want you to know. Is you see,
Okay.
that was the part I wanted you to know. Do you know that leave the
Mm.
northern and the southern? Do you know that
Oh.
even in a particular local government, do you know that
Mm-hmm.
there are places that have similar names? That if you don't stay around there and you're not conversant with those terrain, you may
Mm.
not easily find your way around those places.
Okay.
So that is a part that I said that somebody from the inside, and it's not just somebody from the inside,
Mm.
Nigeria have to give them a helping hand by giving them all the necessary information for them to successfully carry. And I want to give you back that practical scenario that happened when some guys were being, you know what they normally do now, those guys that hold people for ransom. So
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
actually held, yes, when they actually
Unknown
held,
men.
yes, when they actually held some people that were not really Nigerians, you
Yeah.
know, when these people came in to rescue those guys, they only did that successfully because Nigerians were able to give them the information they needed to rescue those people. So you see,
So
there must be a
are you saying that
cooperation.
now? Are you saying now in this situation, Nigerians will be unwilling to give them because of the fear of what will be the aftermath after carrying out this sweep off or
What
sweep
do you,
out?
what do you expect now? Nigerians already denying that there is no problem.
But
That
not all
tells you that
Nigerians.
they are not
It's
even ready. No, that
your
is the
political
point.
seat holders that are denying this.
Inex, Inex, when they
Mm-hmm.
want to come, they will not come to you now. They are going to come to the government. So if the government that they are supposed to
Did you
come
think
to,
that the government made him make that post? Did you think so?
no, now everybody in the government is against
So
this. They are seeing
are
it
you saying
as a
that
threat.
they will not have their own intel on ground?
They
Thank
can't
you,
have
guys.
an intel different from the one the government should be giving them. Because if they have, that means they're already working against the government. Hope you know that.
He had stated it. He has stated it that if you're not going to do this, if you don't take quick action, we are coming in. We will invade. Do you know when somebody tells you, I'm invading? He's boldly
Okay,
telling
let's
you,
be practical.
he's telling you,
Let's
regardless,
be
I don't need your
practical.
permission. I don't need your permission. I don't need your help. If you're not willing to do this, I am coming in, whether you like it or not. That is
Okay,
what it
let's be
means.
practical. From
Yeah.
what you just said,
Mm.
this is not the first time such kind of statement was made. Hope you know. From what you have said before, this is not the
Yes,
first time.
but no,
So that's to tell you that,
it wasn't a threat. It was like a suggestion. Like you have used the house scenario,
okay,
the clean and dirty house scenario. Thank you, Galia. Thank you for your compliment. Now I might come to your house and I find some dirt somewhere, and I'll be like, "Ah, God, I beg, I'll advise you take away that trash from that place. It will attract rodents into your house if you keep leaving it there. Do you get? I have told you once that I came to your house and I saw it. Do you get? And maybe next time I come and I see it again and I'm telling you that, God, I beg, this thing is still here. Oh. Before you know, this rodents, they've even already infested your house and see they are eating some of your cupboards and all of that. And you're still not taking action. And I come maybe a third or fourth time, and I see that the rodents have even they now have a residence in your house. A part of your house is now their own community. And I'm not happy by that. That's when I will tell you that if I come back and I still need these dates yet, and you've not made any attempt to clean or sweep out this unwanted, they're not, are they living beings? Unwanted creatures in this particular apartment, I am going to come and I will inject you from this place and take over. Do you get? So it's different. You see the tone now. You see the language that I use now. It's different. When I came at first, it was like a suggestion. So when I told you that he has making this tweet way back 2022, 2023, he was suggesting, he was telling, he's advising them to do this thing. Do you get? And now in 2025, it's still lingering. He has come to say that if you don't take charge, if you don't take control, if you don't handle this situation as soon as possible, I am coming in to take control, to take charge by myself. It's telling you whether you like it or not. I'm coming to take charge by myself. So I think that is what most Nigerians are scared of now, what our sitting government, political seat holders are afraid of. Because we could see that after that tweet, I'm echoing God, I'm echoing. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. We could see that after that tweet, he stated that we started seeing reactions. Before you know, our chief of staff and the Nigerian Army chief of staff came out to make statement that, oh, we've been able to contain some insurgency in one part of the region, and 20 or 22 abouts of the terrorists have been captured. Do you get? Before now, where were they? And you could see a lot of our political seat holders coming in to tell us that we should not be happy that Portus has made this statement. We should not be happy that he's saying that he's coming to do this. He's not coming to do it freely. There's an aftermath. There's an intention behind it. Do you get? So this is where me I'm coming from now. Is there really an aftermath if this should be carried out, if this should play out as it's supposed to? Will there be an aftermath? That's my own question. Because left for me, due to the
I hope somebody
sufferings,
else
like we
is going
know,
to
you
talk
and I know that
very
these things
soon.
are true. Yes, you and I know that these things are true. So left for me, I would have said, if we have somebody that can handle this better, come in and handle it and wipe them all out. We don't want such. Do you get? But if there's an
Yes.
aftermath, if I will end up being held with a chain to my neck, that is the fear now I'm asking. Clear Rapid, I've not heard from you. What's up? Welcome in, everyone that's just joining in. Thank you. Thank you so much, Galia, for your compliments. Yes, God, I beg you want to say something. Tribal, welcome in.
Okay.
God, I beg,
What I
can
want
you?
to say, let me just put this out for the. Can you hear me? Can
Yes.
you hear me?
Yes, I
Hello,
can
or
hear
is that
you.
my
Sorry.
network? I said, let me just put this out. We are
Okay.
all aware that the country in question
Hmm.
is not going through any form of, should I call it war
Hmm.
or unrest.
Hmm.
There's
Hmm.
nothing as such going on in this country of residence. So everything is expected to be going on smoothly and
Hmm.
nicely. So there are so many other countries that are in big time WAR.
Yeah.
So if there are
Alright.
threats that should be sent and, should I say, implemented,
Hmm.
this our country of reference is not supposed to be part of, should I say, the top 10 or top 20, just
Okay.
based on the fact that we are not passing through such thing in this country. But unfortunately, even though we are not passing through that, we are having this new problem, should I call it a challenge, which is supposed to be a minor situation based on we are not fighting WAR with any other person. So it is as good as we don't have a problem. That is what it should look like, in case you don't know, because we are not actually fighting anybody that will require assistance. So this
Intervention
little
from
challenge that we
outside.
have is purely as a result of business that is going on in the country. We don't need to
Internal
deceive
issues.
ourselves.
Okay.
It's just pure business. All these things is pure business. That is why everybody in government are covering it up. It's because of the interest. You know, when you do business, you always try to protect your interest now. So at all costs. So that is what they are just doing. Everybody want to protect their interests so that if an outsider comes to solve this problem, they will not be making profit. Now, you and I know that. The amount of money they should be allocating for those things that they will claim they want to use to solve it, they will not have to do it again when an outsider just comes in to solve the problem. So that is why they will try to make everybody believe that they are handling the situation. In fact, they will try to create scenarios for you to believe that they are working seriously to solve the problem. In fact, at some point, they claim that everything have been solved now. We all know that, just that the results cannot be hidden. We will always see them. So based on that fact that we are not actually experiencing that WAR, so no other person have any moral ground to come and, because them coming in now is coming to declare that WAR in Nigeria, which is not
Okay.
practically happening.
Okay.
So that is how I see it. If they
Okay.
come in here, that means they are now trying to tell us that practically we are actually in that thing,
At
which we are not.
WAR. Yeah.
Because this is just like business as usual going on in Nigeria. So it's just that that business is
It's
at the
at the
expense
detriment of
of,
the Lord.
yes, some people, and not just business, not just about money, at the expense of lives too, lives and property. So that is why it is like this.
Okay.
So that's why I still believe that they will never come inside, because they don't have that moral standing to even come inside. If they want to come inside, they should have gone to. In fact, do you know that how many neighboring countries to Nigeria that are experiencing WAR? Why haven't they gone there? That are sharing boundaries with Nigeria. They should go there and help resolve that.
Speaking about neighboring countries, we heard that the one that is very close to the northern Chad, they recently closed their border
Mhm.
so that we don't have those people eh, running into their
It's
own country
business now.
just a result of
It's
this stress.
business. So Ines, can you tell me why the border was open? So that means they actually opened the borders for those people to come into Nigeria. So when they hear that
No,
something is going
no,
on, they now want to
before
deceive
now,
us that
borders,
they close the border.
no, before now, borders are open for inter-country and business purpose. You
Yes.
get, but now
Yes.
seeing and hearing this threat, they know that those people, they are also well informed. They must have gotten information because they have sponsors, they have people sponsoring them. They must have told them that look at what these people are they are trying to come and do now. They'll be running to seek for their hiding place. So in order for them not to go and invade their own, because definitely if a criminal runs from one town to the other town, he's not going to stop being a criminal in the other town he ran to. Do you get it? So in order for them not to have such
Mm.
people coming into their own country and now make their country another place of unrest that will certainly now become a country of particular concern in a specific year to come, They have to like close their border to curtail that.
To me, practically, all these countries, all of them, they are just playing to gallery, trying to make you believe that they are doing something. All of them, they are just trying to protect their interests, which is the business that they are doing. Do you know that
Okay.
if a strong company, a strong country that has so many machineries, do you know those things were meant to be used? So they will always try to look for scenarios to actually use those things. So that is just what is going on. You cannot tell me you went to buy cutlass in your house just to keep it in your house that you have cutlass if you don't want to use it for once. So that's just the point. So for you to have so many things, weapons and all the rest, you should also create avenues to use them. So that is what they are trying to create.
Okay.
So and is when they have the necessary,
So
like I said,
left
the
for you,
necessary
left for you.
grounds to use it, they will use it. But for now, I feel they cannot use it because they don't have the standing to actually do that.
Okay. So left for
I
you,
wish
God
they
have
can, no,
mercy.
actually. I wish they can come in. To me, I wish they can come in, but I know practically they can't yet. At least for now, they can't.
Okay. Otherwise, you would have wished they can. You wish for them to come and
Yes,
intervene, but you feel
I
like
wish
they
they could.
cannot.
Yes, but it's not going
Okay.
to happen. It's
Okay.
just a way to
And you're
make
not
people
scared
here
there will be
do
an
the right thing.
aftermath. You're not scared of the aftermath if they are able to come in. You're not worried
Have
or
you
scared
heard of the
about
saying that
it.
he that is down fears no fall? Have you heard of that saying?
I have.
So when you are down, how are you going to fall again?
How low
So
can you go again?
things can only get better from when you are down. You can only try
Oh
to
my
come up.
goodness. Okay.
So
All right.
that's the
Thank you.
scenario.
Okay, thank you. Shalto, I know you are at work, but I would have loved to hear from you saying that this a matter that concerns both your country and us, because we have heard like comments from people from that end saying that currently the sitting the person controlling and the person at the higher end for now, DTJ, is actually putting a lot of its citizens into difficulties and shouldn't be in the right position to want to help other countries to come out of difficulties when he has his own problem to manage at home. So I don't know what you have to say about this, doctor.
All I can say is
Yeah.
because of the type of work I do and the line of work that I do, I don't want to
Okay.
talk about this in this social media public forum.
Mm,
If it's something I can speak to anyone about in privacy, yes, but not
yeah.
here. Like I said, only because of
Okay.
the type of work that I have.
I understand you. I understand you. Thank you so much, Shelton. Claire, do you have anything to say? I know that, and this is the reason why I usually like try to avoid talking about politics and religion, because most of us, due to the nature of our job or due to our environment and all, we cannot be privileged to speak at free will. Do you get? Because sometimes what we say might be termed as uh, encouraging or um, influencing to other people's thought and view as regards the country and the society at large. So, okay, yes, we are good to go. Let's hear from you, please.
Hello, good evening, you.
Good
Good evening to you.
evening. Welcome in.
Well,
Your
I've been
background, you
listening.
seem like your TV set is on because we can hear some background sound.
Yes, I wish I had control over that. I'm still on the road.
Okay,
Yes,
okay, 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 okay.
I don't know. Is it a little bit clearer now?
Yes, it's okay now. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, okay. Uh, I know you are discussing a topic that's very sentimental, and
Very, very, very. and
yes,
sensitive at the same time.
yes. I'm very sensitive. Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Um, I think we should focus on the solution
Okay.
rather than trying to turn it into a debate, because at the end of the day, we will not learn anything from it. Or
Yeah, yeah,
probably,
yeah,
if
yeah.
anyone among us is opportune to be in any government position, the person might not be able to have the knowledge of even what to do. And it's so unfortunate that uh, we only have few sincere leaders. These type of
Okay.
discussions are not even something that we are supposed to be discussing about. If somebody
That's
wants
all.
to help you handle your insecurity, you're supposed to call the person and say, okay, it is true I have insecurity problem.
Insecurities.
Okay, these are my challenges. I'm having challenges here. I'm having challenges here. Is there any way you can help me? And putting the question forward as to, is there going to be an aftermath? I don't think there's
Yeah.
anybody that can answer that question. Probably
Okay.
prophets or people that have the gift of prophecy. Then they can say,
Okay.
this is what is going to be the aftermath.
Aftermath
But
of this whole
yes, yes,
story.
we can analyze right, we can analyze left, we can
Yeah.
say, okay, because there are, in fact, as you have been speaking since, a lot of things were jamming in my head that I didn't even have the words to form them into something I can communicate. That's why I was just listening. I was just listening because a lot of narratives are just out there. Before you are attempting to address one, another one will come
That
up.
one
Before
is
you are
coming up.
addressing another one will come up. A lot of persons saying,
Exactly.
okay, if you look at history, there have never been any country that
They
said
went to
government, yes, they went to,
intervene
and you understand,
between.
so many things. And right now
Yeah.
we can't read, we cannot read his mind to know if he
Exactly.
has true intention as to helping us stabilize the economy. That
Exactly.
said, if certain persons will also come out and say Nigeria is not at WAR, which uh, if you want to know a food is spoilt, how will you know? You will either know from the rottenness or you know from the smell.
From
You
the
don't
smell.
just say this food is spoiled or this food is not spoiled. This evidence will tell you
Is
that
there
this food is not good again. That
for
being said,
convention.
I would just say a little thing about whether the country Nigeria is at WAR or is not at WAR.
Okay.
According to costofliving.org, if you look at the best countries to live in the world,
Yeah.
from number one to about 190 countries. Probably the first one is Switzerland. As you are coming down, you meet Germany, Finland, and Ukraine. If I'm not mistaken, they have been at WARO for some time now.
Over three
And
years now.
thank you. They are still at 88 best countries to live in the world. And Nigeria is at 188. You can
Ghana.
see the gap.
Ghana. But
And you are,
okay.
that country has been at the WRO for so long. And according to that report, that is still the best place to live in compared to the country we are discussing right now. And
Okay.
if certain persons are saying we are not at the WRO, what evidence is happening in a place that is at WRO that is not actually happening in the country that you are saying that we are not at WRO? So, like I said, there are a lot of conflict of interest. So, there's really nothing anybody can actually say. It's just so unfortunate. So, let's just
Unfortunate,
keep
exactly.
hoping and praying that we have like minds and good minds that can get into office and positions that can implement changes. So let me just
Exactly.
rest. my case there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Claire Rapido. Thank you so much. And truly, we are like in a confined space, like we are constrained because there's nothing we can really do. Every way they've tried to like make us not to be able to be free to air our views and opinion, because your opinion sometimes, or your views, your thoughts can be used against you at certain places. When you go for certain things, and they will just refer you back to, oh, these were your thoughts on this
Yes.
situation, and because of this, your name is out of the list, or you are not opportune to enjoy from that benefit that it is at the time. So it is well. It is really well with us. Thank you so much. I like what you said, that we should actually be looking for solutions. I really like that. I feel like if our government are actually coming from a place of concern, coming from a place of having the society, their country and the people, citizens at heart, if someone is actually preferring a solution to you, or someone is actually telling you that something is bad, and the person is now letting you know that if you don't take care of this thing that is bad, I'm coming in to take care of the thing for you. YouTube is my verified source. We put things there for you to see. Shout out. So if someone is telling you that I'm coming to take charge, to take control of this thing, I feel like if you don't want them to come and take total control management of your own, ask them, how do you intend to fight this bacteria disturbing me in my house now? How do you intend to fight this rodent? What is the anti-rodent or whatever stuff it is you need to chase away these things from my own, that you feel like if you come, you will do it better than I'm doing, rather than wanting to defend yourself and say, no, we are at peace, there's no situation like that. For an outsider to come and be telling you that there's a rat smelling in your house, it means the smell has gone, the rat is smelling so bad that it has gone way past your house and outsiders can hear it. So no need to lie about it, no need to pretend about it. Let them know, let them say, yes, I smell it too. Tell me, how can I get rid of this rat smelling in my house? How can I get rid of this bad infected insects disturbing me in my house? Cockroaches and the rest. Tell me, rather than you pretending like you don't have one. So it is well with us, just as you said, and just to keep us all safe, because anything before you know, they can even take the account and say, you are using this platform to say things that are not supposed to be said about our country. So I rest my case. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate your honest opinion as regards today's discourse. Alex, welcome in with Valley. How have you been? We're talking about the situations we are going through in our community, our society, our country at large at the moment. So you came in a bit late. I know you might not have much to say, because from your own country, you're also going through a lot that we are seeing. Like, it's just as if we from this part of the world, we've been dealt with a serious plague, and only God can actually wash it away from us. So I don't know. And in order for us to be like at a safer place, I wouldn't want us to say much, or even if we have much to say, we can actually put it in ways that will not seem as though we are demarketing the country or the nation to them. Thank you. We are going through a lot. Nigeria government are more than they are, actually, because we've actually seen and we know that any situation, any civil unrest that has lasted I don't even want to give a time frame, then we know that there are some serious backings and some serious political playouts to it. So let's not just deceive ourselves. We know. That's why I'm saying that we being too scared. I think that is why we are still here. Too scared that, oh, if things goes out of hand, they will hold you to ransom for what you said or what you've done. When are we going to be really very, very free to be able to live as a sovereign nation?
I
That's the situation.
I think
We as citizens.
we as citizens are actually free. Or probably, let me also speak for myself. I'm actually very
Okay.
free to say anything that I would like to say. It's just that I'm more concerned about this solution. I would suggest, I wish you can rephrase the the topic, the discussion to this is the problem. What do you think about the
Okay.
solution to this? This is the
Okay.
problem. What do you think about the
Okay.
solution to this? Because
Okay.
discussing the
Okay.
problem over and over and over and over
Let me
again
repeat.
is
Can I
yes.
repeat it? Let me rephrase it. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have civil unrest in the country. What is the solution? I will take out the tag. Let's not go with the tag because the tag is just there to maybe make us aware of what we are talking about. But since we are all aware of it at the moment, this is the situation. We have civil unrest. We've had so many issues of um, KID, NAPAS, do you get?
Mm,
And
yes.
unknown G-men that are terrorizing, like in some part of the country now, in some part of the country where some of us who are on this box currently are, we have what is called a compulsory stay at home. And we've seen videos, we've seen clips that anyone who dares to default comes out. You are history, you're gone 6 feet because you defaulted. Why is this so? Why is it that a particular state has a compulsory stay at home that is not a declared public holiday by the federal government or the state government? And they have a governor, a sitting governor in that country. They have senators representing them in the House of Rep. Do you get?
Yes.
And as we have heard, in the coming weekend, there will be an election. The governor is seeking for re-election. Other people are fighting to come in to take over from him. And you have a state where people cannot come out in a working day. This wasn't declared by you, the governor. This wasn't declared by the federal government. It's not declared by the president. So, and you've not been able to tackle that, and you have the infantry to want to be re-elected into power. Why? Anyways, I don't want to go too deep now because if I go too deep, I will say a lot. And me, I don't used to have. I don't have Ziploc.
I I I still like
When
your
I
account.
I still like my account. I still like my account. If it's for the account, if I don't even send though. Now Angel the pity for. Angel come and tell me, Angel, I miss you. I'm not seeing you. Do you get? So, if otherwise, but the thing is, I'm kind of tired because no matter how much you speak, no matter how much you say now, it's only when we are all ready as a whole to grab the bull by the horn, that's when the change will happen. If not, if I, happiness alone, just sit down here and start talking. I'm talking for record purpose. I'm talking so that when it start playing out tomorrow, somebody will say, oh, there was a lady that spoke about this, something like this a while ago, or a certain year ago. Do you get? It's just for what we need now is solution, action. Yes, come in, Mr. Alex. Welcome in.
Good evening. Sincere apologies for my tardiness. So,
Yeah, welcome in.
so,
Apology accepted.
So Alex, before you come in, let me put the question straight to you so that you get an idea of what we are talking about and know how to respond in that line. Do you get?
okay.
Someone is echoing. I don't know if it's you or Beke. I think it's Beke. Beke, please mute. Thank you. So we're talking about the recent tweets from DTJ. When I mean DTJ, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Orange
He
hair.
had, sorry? Yeah.
Orange hair.
So he had recently told our government that if you don't take care of of the situation at home, if you don't take care of the situation in your house, I will come in and marry your wife and children and help you to manage your home. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. If you as a man in your house can't control your home now, I will come in and help you control that home. And it will be very sweet if I take your wife and your children. I will come in, sweep out the dirt in your house, and I take your wife and children to be very sweet.
One of us will unalive, or both of us will unalive.
Really. So I want to know your opinion as regards this. Now let's forget the sarcasm. Literal term. What do you think about this? Literal, no, I'm going literal now. Let's forget sarcasm and all.
Yeah.
So literally, what do you think of the situation? Do you think that is something that they should do? Because some Nigerians feel like, no, you are not welcome. We can manage our situations ourselves. If you are coming in here, it's because you have an ulterior motive. You have your own interests at heart and not the interests of our country and citizens. So, what's your take?
So the question is, can they do it?
If they can do it.
Yes.
Same question God I beg is asking. And me, I'm saying that they can. I'm helping them to beat my chest that yes, they can.
So basically, if they can, then if they want to, there's nothing stopping them from doing what they want.
Sorry, I can't hear you, Alex.
So I'm saying if they can, right, that means they can do it when they want to. That means there's nothing stopping them from doing it when they want to. Right?
Yes.
So, yeah, so basically they can do what they want. Basically. So the question now is, following that, is it right for them to do what they are doing?
That's what I want to know. As a sovereign nation.
It should
because we are said they said Nigeria is a sovereign nation. So I want to know, is it what they can actually do?
Yeah, they can do it, but is it right? I don't know how
Yes.
thing is, okay,
we get there an aftermath. If they do it, will it be like a challenge to will my daddy be feeling like they've bruised his ego? I want to fight back, and before you know, they go beat my papa to beat
him. He can't even fight back. Let me to use the expression, they did not burn him well. They did not burn him in the right place and right manner of time. You can't fight back. To fight back
if he wants to save his ego, like you are a man in your house and another man has come to slap you that, oh, you're not managing this own way, and your children, your wife is there looking at you. You want to retaliate.
For if you are looking at the analogy, right, where we are, right, the man who owns the home now is not in a position, right, if the other person decides that he wants to. The owner of the home is not in a position to say, to defend himself against that person that is coming. That's one problem. First of all,
he's not in a position.
He's not in a position to win. If there's an altercation between him and the other person, he's not in a position to come out on top, because more than likely, right, let's imagine this is somebody, right, let's imagine these two scenarios now. The owner of the house, imagine the owner of the house and the person who wants to enter the house. So the owner of the house is somebody who doesn't care about his nutrition, right? He doesn't care about his nutrition, number one.
It doesn't care about what? Sometimes we should speak for my ear.
Nutrition. Food. He doesn't care about nutrition. He does the top. Yes, he does the top. Number one, the top. Yes, he eats anyhow. He drinks beer. He does whatever he likes with food. He doesn't care about food. And number two, he doesn't do exercise. Yes, he diets. He doesn't do exercise again too. He doesn't exercise, nothing. So he's not strong. So this person that is
health-wise, he's not physically fit.
Yes, physically fit. Yes.
Health-wise, he's not fit. Okay.
This person that is threatening his home, right? This person goes to the gym almost every week. This person is a martial artist. He is a black belt in taekwondo and jiu-jitsu. He takes creatine every week. So nothing about his diet. This guy is
very healthy.
Very healthy. He has the money to take care of himself.
So when it comes to battle, he can beat you
blue, black, yellow, indigo, violet, anyone you want.
So that means if that person decides to come now, the person can just carry you, your wife, your children, and say, "Come work for me now. I'm now your master."
Exactly.
That's the situation.
That's the situation.
Oh, Chimo, happiness. Oh.
Do you know that? Do you know that? Do you know that the funding that these people have for their military, eh,
Yeah.
is two
Sorry.
times is two times the whole world the spending on military combined. Like if you take how much the whole world spends, right,
Mm,
and you double it, combined or put all the funding combined for the whole world and you double
mm,
it, it will be equal
mm.
to what they have for spending on their military. So
We
they are,
even go to them to buy these
my dear,
weapons.
my
So
dear.
if time comes, where do we go to get them? We don't even have the foot, foot. Let me not disgrace us outside.
So there's nothing we can do actually if they want to.
Okay.
But is it right? I don't know. It depends on the what is if what is actually going on is true. Now, are they correct that what is going on is actually going on? Now that is what we have to verify.
You,
Is it?
Alex, let me ask you. Let me ask you. If I come to Nigeria now, I'm not in Nigeria. I'm from India, and I come to you now, ask you, this thing is it happening in your country?
Yes, Mr.
Sincerely.
Alex, you have been made the verification officer. Yeah,
Yeah,
people
so
will verify.
sincerely, if I come to ask you now, is it happening? Is it true? This information, these allegations, are they true?
I'll say they are not wrong, but it is not just
You
peaceful.
don't have to, like, we are asking you sincerely because we want to help you. Before we can help you, we have to
Okay.
establish the fact that this is for real. Do you
Okay.
get? We cannot just come and say we want to help you out of mercy.
Okay.
Somebody cannot be diagnosed of an illness based on um, um, make believe or I think you
Mm.
have to diagnose, you have to go through laboratory tests and all of
Mm.
that. You get?
Mm.
So I am asking you now as someone in that country
Mm.
and you have your ears on ground. You
Yes.
see, you heard.
Yes.
Honestly speaking, is this going on in your country? Has there been cases of this in your country?
Yes. But it is not sectionalized. Everybody is a victim. There's no one particular group that is a victim. That's what I would say. I would say that it has
Okay.
happened over the years. But one group,
Okay.
but sectioning out one group as victims is not a good picture. It's not
It's
an
not
accurate
okay,
picture.
okay. So now is from what all indication, they've not given him the absolute correct information.
Yes. 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 So
Okay,
it might be biased.
okay. There's a bias in it. Okay, thank you. Certified loaner. You said you want to say something. Yes, just unmute your mic. You're free. Thank you so much, Alice. Thank you for your contribution.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Alice. Certified loaner. Welcome.
It's fine if you call me like
Welcome.
this. I have not been able to say anything since I'm just trying to
You're trying to
gather.
place it.
No, not play safe actually. We've all said our own thoughts and then ideas and whatsoever. But I
Yeah.
just want to say this from my own angle. The truth is, whatever thing that Nigeria as a country is facing right now, the government has every capability and every power to stop whatsoever is happening or control it to the minimum base.
The barest
But,
minimum.
yeah, but because of like God Abeg said earlier, I said because of their selfish interest or business purposes, they will tend to use people's lives and people's well-being to do their bidding and whatsoever. The truth is, I don't think personally it is right for the big guy there to make a
Interfere.
threat. Yes, because like you said somebody said something about his own side having issues. If you've not been able to tackle issues within your own territory,
Yeah.
what's giving you the balls to go into another man's affairs, right?
To
And
interfere.
then that being said, there is nothing anyone would tell me that I would want to believe that this man or this big guy there does not have a benefiting motive aside from what he is coming to do. You right? Um, Now we talked about what is the after effect or after cause if all of this gets to happen, and if they try to probably forcefully do what they want to do. Yeah, and then Clara Pido said something about maybe we need a prophet or whatever to get to know what happens then. We don't need all of that. We could tell from things that happened before now. What happened to the country that they visited? How has it been? All right. Once upon a time, a dollar is not even up to a naira. All right. Once upon a time, a dollar is equivalent to like 0 point something naira. Yes. And now after their first visit to the country, that was like in 1978. After then, when they left, what happened? The economy or whatever broke down, and then our value for naira became useless to equivalent to dollar. The second time they came in, the same time after they left, there was an increase too. All right, and so on and so forth. If they come in, there's this saying in my place that if two elephants fight, it's the grass that will get to suffer it. Yeah. Now the truth is, whether or not we agree, the big guy has his interest, and if he has gone, you won't expect these big men over here to sit down and not recover from what
they've
this
lost.
person. Yes, that's just the honest truth. They would want to, like, I think I saw something on the comment section. Shouto said something, said Nigeria has
Don't,
something
don't,
like
don't, 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 don't,
yeah, yeah,
don't,
yeah.
don't,
Okay.
yes.
So
We get
if they
it, but
get
you don't have to feed it all.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, if
Because
they
even
get
in other countries that he has gone to intervene, we've seen that we have likened, do you
yes.
get?
So I
So
personally
we
don't
have
I
different kind
personally
of resources that
yeah,
he has
I,
gone to intervene with.
I personally don't sit well with the whole idea. The only thing I'm
Okay.
only I'm only liking is the fact that probably the threat from this big guy has made them tighten up their belts,
Exactly.
to try to sit
Exactly.
down. So it should be something
Yes, to
that
sit
you do
up.
to push them, not to make an implementation on somebody else territory. Because
Territory,
if
yes.
yeah, that's the only thing. Just make them feel threatened a bit, make them
Okay.
scared, so that they will do the
Yes.
needful. Because I feel like they have the power to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I
Thank
can
you
say
so
right
much.
now. Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, certified Lona. We're almost coming to the end of the section. Thank you so much. And with Valley, I've not heard your voice. You know, I like to hear your voice whenever you're in the bus. I know you're going through your own. Oh, over how many years in power? So, but we are cousins in this situation. Our parents, our grandparents, will I say, our grandparents are dealing with us. So we are all going through a lot in this situation at the moment. But then again, thank you, certified learner. Thank you, Clara Pido. Thank you, Godabeg. Godabeg, I don't know if you're still here. Network, you've been battling with your network. Your comments were really, really very, very useful and insightful. So I feel like in it all, I will still hammer on the best way to tackle this situation. Thank you so much, Solomon. And the best way to tackle this situation is by saying, you were saying you want to come in. Hi, Solomon. When you come in, what do you want to do? Why not have a seat with us? Let's have your expatriate view or opinion or ways of tackling this, rather than saying you are coming to do it for us. That's you making us feel like we're not capable of handling our own shit. Okay, yes, we realized that at some point we were not able to handle it. Yes, you can. There's this, we have this body in Nigeria that is called Joint Tax Efforts. Joint tax force, something like that. So you can have a joint tax force with them and try to see how you can curtail this situation, rather than say you are coming in. The word you use, it felt like a threat, and we've seen it as a threat. And I'm happy that this can help them to sit up. And even if they don't sit up, those people that have been here, that has been causing an unrest for us, at the sound of that threat, they are threatened as well. They want to run away. You know, when a thief has a plan of coming to rob you and are seeing you as a weaker link, and you have already surrendered and say, come, I've kept like one blackberry for you, and I've kept like about 2 million naira, so when you come you can take that and go and leave me for today. But then a bigger force, a police officer says, if the day comes in and I come there and I catch them, they are all gone. With the threat of that police officer, the thief himself is scared and will not want to go to rob. He will want to run away. Do you get? We are in a situation whereby in some places way back, they used to write later to us to tell us that we are coming. Keep our goods for us. You know what I'm saying? And this is facts. No hearsay. They print it out and they put it at the gate for us to let us know that they are coming. So just keep their goods, keep their wares for them when they are coming, so they can have something to go with, otherwise they harm you. So in this situation, you've known it's established that we are going through this. All you need to do is work with the external forces and ask them, how can we curtail this? How can we fight it? Rather than try to deny that it's not happening. That's my own pain in it. Don't deny it's not happening, it's happening. And yes, just like Alex has said, it's not subject to a specific region or religion, because other people who are from the said religion and that region are also experiencing such attacks also. So I thank you all so much. Welcome in, Joseph. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate you all. I love the fact that you always come when I call on you. Thank you, and we'll see you next week. If we don't have any other, thank you so much, Shelter. If we don't have any other contribution as to regards the topic of discourse. Thank you so much, Shelter. Thank you. Angel, I did not get to hear your voice today. They used to say this thing that when it comes to political talks and otherwise, women don't get to say a lot. They don't get to air their views. Angel, you're making me feel that way at the moment. I've not heard from you, darling. If you're still here, please let me send your request. I saw you just now. Yes. Oh God, I beg. I see you in the comment section. Sorry. Angel. Yes, there. So let me hear from you. So we can just call it a day. Let me hear from you. So we can just call it a day.
Hi, Inex.
Hello. I want to mute. I muted so that I could hear you, Angel. I wanted to say you can go on. With Valley, let me hear your voice also.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Inex, did you see your name? Thank you, Shalto. Why did you mute?
I didn't take
She
note
was
of that.
busy
I didn't see
adjusting.
it.
She
Yeah,
was busy
sorry
adjusting,
about
so she didn't see.
I didn't see. Thank you so much, Shalto. Thank you. So, all right, Angel. I wanted to hear from you. It's almost 9, so we can call it a day, and hopefully we get to meet next week. When we meet next week, we'll unveil our topic for discussion and continue to break it down. Joseph, why are you quiet in the box? Let me hear your voice. With Valley, I want to hear your voice.
With Valley, I want to hear your voice too.
Tell us what's happening.
Hi,
How are
Nex.
you enjoying your
Hi.
presence? Yeah.
How are you? How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. It's been a while. I miss you a lot these days.
For us here in Uganda, we have our general. General Museveni has been here for quite a long time, but he's doing very well. That's what I
Really?
can say.
Really?
Yes,
Okay. So
he's
you
doing very, very
learned
well.
from.
He's a very intelligent guy, and it's so unfortunate that he's getting old. We still don't know the right person to represent to replace him.
I heard, you know,
The
I heard
people
this
that you hear,
Yes.
the people you hear saying that he's a bad guy, those are the people who want his position. But for us
Okay.
people who are observing, And those people who have managed to, who love peace, okay, and security, that guy is extremely intelligent, and I don't know if any of you is following up to see what he has done. He's an incredible person. I personally,
Yeah.
I like the guy. I like him, to be honest. And I think in Africa, the most important thing people should realize in Africa, this is my opinion, my personal opinion, democracy does not work in Africa, in a developing country. Don't expect a president to rule for 5 years and another one comes for 5 years and you expect any change in the country. It is impossible. The reason why China is raising at a very high speed, because they have had a president who have realized their problems and is governing for that period of time. Okay? America is changing presidents every 5 years because it's trying to confuse. America, the president in those other countries are not the real presidents. Those are puppets. The leaders are just behind the curtains, you know? So they're just confusing us. We don't need democracy, the democratic leadership. I don't think we need it in Africa. This is my personal opinion. I don't know what you people think, but this is what I think.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because when I read articles and when I see comments and I see some Ugandans will be like, they are good, and I'm like, really? Really? Okay, if you say it's good for you, it's good for you. And I see some people still have otherwise opinion, and I'm like, okay. But if it's good for you, you are the one in the country. You know where the shoes pinches the most. So
What happened to
if
Bobby
very
Wine?
comfortable, then it is. Yes, Alex, sorry.
I'm just curious. What happened to Bobby Wine?
Bobby Wine is just a gangster. Bobby Wine is just a gangster. Bobby Wine cannot govern Uganda. Uganda is a big country. That young man cannot at all. It's just a young. You guys,
Last I heard, he has a lot of support.
Sorry.
Last I heard, he has a lot of support.
Yes, he has support in the ghetto areas, and because he's a musician, people come to see him. The person who cannot even, you know. Yes, he has support because he's a young guy and he's a musician. Okay, every time he goes in villages, people who do pay money to see him, everyone comes just to see him, but it's not for like what he can do or what he has done for them.
What of his claims of persecution? I'm just saying it as it is.
Sorry, we're not discussing Uganda.
Those are lies. You see, Hinex, you see, what we have to understand that people, the media is extremely negative when it comes to these people. They don't speak the truth. But if you come to Uganda, and they are friends, there are some people who have come from Nigeria. We have some friends who have come, and when they reached Uganda, they were like, "Oh my God!" Not only Nigeria, but even other countries who come to. Yes, people who have been coming to Uganda, they are so amazed. They're like, why do you even complain? You know, life is so easy here. Those people who don't want to work, people who are frustrated, you know, those are the ones complaining. And they think when a new government comes, they are going to give them free jobs. That's impossible. Is it happening in Nigeria or anywhere in the world? In America, is it happening? People who are creative, who start their businesses, are the ones who can make money. What the government has to give you is security, so that they can protect your what? The assets that you build, you know? Don't expect any person to come and give you free stuff.
Okay, thank you so much. And Joseph, I've not heard your voice. You're just there doing the business that pays you. Thank you. Well done, sir. How are you doing today? Nice to see you today on the platform. So I just wanted to hear you all's voice. Hello, and we have someone new in the box. I'm so sorry. I got carried away. I don't know if you're still here. You've just been there quiet. Charlotte, baby. Charlotte, welcome me. I know that. Please, can we get to meet you and know you? Sorry, it's my first time seeing you on the live stream. Welcome me. Hello, Charlotte. Hello. I don't think she's here. But anyways, thank you. I'm so sorry I cannot be able to send you messages at the end of this live stream due to the restrictions. So I will just end up telling you all thank you and thank you for joining the box. Scarlett, this is me saying my hello and thank you to you now. So in case I don't get to reach out to you later. So with this, I'll say very much big thank you to each and every one of you. Certified Lola, Clara Pinto, Shelter. Thank you so much, Shelter. God I beg, Alex, Joseph, Angel, Talent, or also everyone that's been here. I really love you so much and I like your contribution so far. So I'll see you all next week. I say bye bye. Thank you so much, Shelter. Bye bye, everyone.